Well, guys, the Trump administration is not playing around with narco terrorists. He's not doing it, man. I mean, what the Trump administration is doing, folks, to keep illegal substances out of this country as well as illegal aliens. It's amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. Now, we know down there in Venezuela, Maduro has been sending his minions illegally here into our country. And also, he wants to bring in other illegal substances as well. President Trump says, no, we're not going to allow this communist to kill our people. He's not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Because today, folks, off the coast of Venezuela, communist Venezuela, we got some more narco terrorists, folks, that found out this second time, folks, that this has happened. No American lives were lost. No Americans were in any danger whatsoever. Now, guys, I've been in those waters. Okay. I was in the Navy back in 2003. We went down to South America to do drug operations for just around 6 months. And during those 6 months, we had a grand total of 2 busts. 2. Now, the first one, little fishing boat, I believe it was something like $50 million in cocaine. We had the people that we captured in the, I believe it was actually the port smoking break. They were actually living there, left side of the ship, in case you guys don't know what port and starboard is. But anyway, they were there waiting for authorities to actually come and pick them up. And they got them. Now, the second bust we had, guys, this one was epic. It was like straight out of Miami Vice. It was a go-fast boat, and our destroyer, can't keep up with a go-fast boat. Can't do it. So these people, man, they were throwing all the drugs over the side of the ship. I believe there was some gunfire. Like I said, it would look like it was straight out of Miami Vice. I was on the bridge while all this is actually going down. I never thought I would actually see something like that. However, those people got away. They got away. Now, the Trump administration today is saying, nah, we're not going to let these people get away. And what the Trump administration has done is way more efficient. Now, for one thing, man, President Trump has renamed the Department of Defense back to its original name, the Department of War. And Pete Hegseth is the Secretary of War. Make no mistake about it, guys. We are at war with the narco terrorists. No doubt about it. So we now have 4 other individuals now that are found out, and their bones have been sunken to Davy Jones. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Here we go. Right over here. U.S. strikes another alleged drug trafficking boat near Venezuela, killing 4. Yeah. And it's going to be televised, folks. This is a signal to these narco terrorists. We're not going to tolerate this. Folks, we know how much fentanyl can actually kill people. It can kill millions. But anyway, says right here on Fox News, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth announced on Friday the U.S. military conducted a lethal kinetic strike on a narco trafficking vessel affiliated with designated terrorist organizations traveling off the coast of Venezuela, killing 4 men on board. No U.S. forces were harmed in the U.S. Southcom operation, which was ordered by President Donald Trump, according to Hegseth. Yeah, so we got the post right over here, guys, on X. And this is what the Secretary of War put out. Man, that name should actually send chills down the spines of terrorists, man. Which one actually sounds better? Department of Defense, Secretary of Defense, or Secretary of War? Yeah, this sounds much more intimidating, folks. Right here, he puts out earlier this morning on President Trump's orders, I directed a lethal kinetic strike on a narco trafficking vessel affiliated with designated terrorist organizations in the U.S. Southcom area of responsibility. 4 male narco terrorists aboard the vessel were killed in the strike, and no U.S. forces were harmed in the operation. The strike was conducted in international waters off the coast of Venezuela, while the vessel was transporting substantial amounts of narcotics, headed to America to poison our people. Our intelligence, without a doubt, confirmed that this vessel was trafficking narcotics. The people on board were narco-terrorists, and they were operating on a known narco-trafficking transit route. These strikes will continue until the attacks on the American people are over. Yeah, and this is nothing new, man. Like I said, I've been in these waters. I know exactly what was going on, folks, because I seen it firsthand. I saw it firsthand, folks. But let's play this clip, guys, because this was a bad day for these individuals. So right here, the little go fast boat. And then out of the blue, watch this. It's coming. Boom. Sunk their bones to Davy Jones. Yeah, they found out. They found out. The U.S. is not playing. The military is back. And you know what? Shame on you individuals, man, that want to go after HEDSEF, for putting physical fitness standards back in the military. That just baffles my mind. Yeah, he called out fat admirals and fat generals as well. You shouldn't be fat. And the left, man, losing their minds over this, man. When I was in the military, guess what? You went to boot camp. It was 7 days a week of PT. Anybody that was actually in the Navy in boot camp, when they said abandon ship, you know what that meant? You know what it meant when they said make it rain? Yeah, because there was no AC in the barracks back then when I was in. And you have like 70 guys getting PT to death. The condensation falls from the ceiling. Yeah. When you went to A school, you PT'd again. Guys, I was in super great shape when I got done with A school. Get to the ship. My ship, we PT 3 days a week when we were actually in port. Now, it's much harder to PT when you're out at sea on the ship, especially considering, you don't sleep that much. But still, no excuse for actually being overweight and out of shape. I'm glad he actually called them out. The left didn't say nothing, man, when they were actually pushing a trans ideology in the military. I mean, that's just crazy. The military is where you're actually supposed to fight wars. This is what the Navy does, folks. I'm willing to bet this was actually a Navy ship that blew up this ship right here. When I was in A school, man, we had this one instructor. I don't remember his name, but he told us, I'll never forget this. It's not a game. And this is actually before 9/11. This is like months before 9/11. He said, it's not a game. We blow shit up and people die. That's what he told us. And he was right. He was right. Because I remember we went to the Persian Gulf, man, and the battle group. This is actually before 9/11, like I said, but we had bombed Iraq while I was on deployment. I was out there in the Persian Gulf. It wasn't my ship that did it. It was the carrier that we were with that actually did it. It's not a game, man. The military is back. We're not playing games. We're not playing games. If you want to be soft, get out the military. If you want to be woke, don't be in the military. The Secretary of War, man, is not playing around. What we did to those terrorists right there, that's exactly what we're supposed to do. The days of wokeness, man, the days of pushing drag shows on the mess nets, I was disgusted when I saw that, folks. That the U.S. Navy was actually using this enlisted guy that does drag to desecrate the mess nets by dressing in drag. They were using this guy to recruit for the military. And guess what? Nobody wanted to sign up. Nobody did. Nobody signed up for the military. Nobody signed up for the Navy. Guess what? Trump comes back in. Pete Hegseth comes in as Secretary of War, and recruitment skyrockets. It's no mistake, man. It is no mistake. The days of pushing propaganda about my two moms, remember that commercial, guys? It's over with. It's over with. The military is back to doing what it's supposed to do. Blow shit up. Defend the country. Take out the bad guys. That's what we do. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.